Tonight we are joined by one of the researchers who helped find that new coronavirus strain in Ohio, Dr. Daniel Jones. He is the vice chair of the Division of Molecular Pathology at The Ohio State University. Dr. Jones, thanks for being with us. What can you tell us about this new strain and how you found it?
Well, in Central Ohio, we went looking for the strains that have been reported from the UK and South Africa. And instead, what we found is several different strains which we believe are derived from local U.S. viruses, and they exhibit two different mutation sets. One of the mutations shares a commonality with the South African and UK viruses, but appears to be U.S. derived rather than from foreign travel. The other virus seems to be picking up, has three different mutations, and is now comprising the majority of viruses that we see in the Columbus area in the beginning of January. So these are two different viruses. We appear to be in a period where the virus is mutating not only overseas, but also within the United States.
Okay, I got you. So how does this new strain impact not only testing, but the efficacy of the vaccine that's being distributed? Do we know that?
The short answer is we don't know for sure, but we're obviously in a difficult period where we have both very high rates of infection, the emergence of several different vaccinated populations, and the changing of the virus by mutation. And I think we're in an unstable area with this infection, and I think it's going to be very important to watch the development of each of these new types, new strains, new mutations that have developed, and see how they're spreading through the population and whether or not they raise concerns for either the severity of disease or less likely for the efficacy of vaccines.
I know so many of us, you in the medical field especially, are hungry for more information about COVID and how it spreads. Given the fact that viruses naturally mutate, we've seen this happen several times, of course, with these new discoveries. What are we learning about the evolution of COVID-19 at this point in the life of the virus?
Well, it's very interesting. So we had the important mutation that occurred at the beginning of the pandemic that created what we call the G strain that happened in March and April. And since that time, the virus has been quite stable without the emergence of major changes that affect either the severity of illness or the spread of the virus. But that picture has changed a lot. And I think we know with the UK, the South African, and then at least one of the Ohio strains that we're seeing evidence of increased transmission or spread of the virus. And if you have more spread, you have more infections. And so even though the severity of the disease might not be affected, just the general size of the population that is going to be ill with the disease is a lot higher.
Doctor, the Moderna CEO came out today and said that COVID is going to be with us forever. I don't think anyone doubts that. It's going to become endemic, as they say. Can you help us set expectations for the future in how we live with COVID-19 as the vaccines continue to roll out?
Right. So I think some flavor of the virus will persist, but the hope is that as you get a larger and larger pool of vaccinated people, the chance for the virus to mutate and create quite a diversity of different strains will reduce. And so that's really what we're looking for, to have a fairly small pool of the virus circulating at any time in the human population, and therefore we're going to get fewer mutations. And so that's really what we're hoping to see as the vaccine kicks on, is that these number of mutated strains that we're seeing right now will begin to reduce. And then hopefully the different types of presentations of the illness will start to reduce as well.
The science catching up to COVID-19. Doctor, I appreciate you and all your colleagues and what you're doing to help us get ahead of this as we move forward. Appreciate your time, Dr. Daniel Jones with The Ohio State University. Thank you again.
Pleasure. Yep.